Sunday to all of you. I hope you're all doing well out there, and I hope wherever you're at there are scorching temperatures all over, including where I'm at here, and I hope you all are well and staying cool and keeping healthy. I am a coach with the Be With Your Twin Flow, excuse me, the Be With Your Twin Flame program, and I hope that you're all well today. Welcome to our videos, my video today. Today we're going to be talking about the sneaky fear-based energy and soul recognition, why you might be sabotaging yourself. And this comes up quite often, and in fact, it's come up a lot lately, and it's something that I really think might help a lot of people, which is why I'm going to talk about that today. What we're talking about is how focusing on soul recognition can sabotage you through the fear-based energy, and we'll get a little bit more into that. If you are on a twin flame journey and you have been around the rigmarole and the gamut of different teachings, different tutors, gurus, any kind of other places out there, or if you don't even know where to begin and you're not even sure what this is about and what's happening with you, which is hallmark and typical for this journey, very hallmark and typical for this journey. You have no idea what the heck just hit you upside the head. You are likely on a twin flame journey if you're looking here and you're finding us here and you're getting information, excuse me, and you're resonating with what we're talking about. You are likely on a twin flame journey, and let me tell you, people, it is not something to take very lightly. Not in the fact that you want to you're already all probably, if you're on this journey and you're understanding what I'm talking about, you're completely consumed by now. Excuse me, got a little tickle in my throat there. But you're completely consumed and you don't know what's going on. And that's why if you're there and you're like, oh my gosh, you're just not finding the answers and you're not finding the techniques or teachings that's going to help you. We've had a lot of students go and make a huge roundabout on the internet with different teachings, with different teachers, only to end up back here. And so I'm urging you, pay attention to this video. It's something that you might want to look into very, very knowingly and committedly. Because this journey, folks, it's not about the TF. It will present itself as something as of such. But it is not about the TF, and it's no accident that you're here. This journey is orchestrated by your soul because you're ready. You're ready. Bottom line, it wouldn't be happening to you if you weren't ready. So stay tuned a little bit about more on how you can schedule a 60-minute coaching call with one of our Clarity coaches. You will be able to find out things that you didn't know. You'll be able to feel a little more at ease about what's happening because you're not alone. You are not alone. So we'll get to that towards the end of this video. Excuse me. Today, we're talking about the sneaky fear-based energy and soul recognition. Why focusing on that, you may be sabotaging yourself, really. What happens is on this journey, especially once you get on the TF journey, we're all operating in fear-based energy. All of us. Every single last one of us. While we're on this plane, while we're on this earth, while we're walking, living our life, raising our children, we're operating in fear-based energy. And what happens is when you are set upon this journey, the twin flame journey, you are more in fear-based than, my gosh, than feels comfortable, than feels good, than feels anything. You are in fear-based. You're in full-blown fear-based. And what happens is the fear-based energy, which is causing all this confusion, it's causing all this, oh my God, what happened to me? What's going on? What's he doing? What's she doing? Which is causing all of that. It's making you feel really, really badly, quote unquote, badly. It's the fear-based energy trying to, what we call, feed. That's what's happening. And the more it feeds, the worse you feel, the more confused you get, the more sometimes angry and disillusioned you get. And what happens is this fear-based energy, a lot of people recently and along, as far back as I've been coaching, they want to focus on this one thing called soul recognition. And what happens is on the twin flame journey, soul recognition happens. It's a completely subconscious thing. It's totally subconscious. No one knows when exactly it happens. But people like to think about, oh, it happened here, it happened there. Your fear-based energy wants you to pinpoint it because it's glorifying this whole beautiful thing, like how it's done in a relationship and in 3D. So it wants to pinpoint it, that exact moment. It wants to make it important because maybe if you know when soul recognition took place, then that might be a turning point for you or whatever. I don't even know. Everyone's fear-based energy is different. But it sure as heck wants to pinpoint it, and it wants to make it important and glorify it. It's that I want to know that moment I fell in love thing. And that's because you're approaching it as if this was a relationship. It is not a relationship. People, it's not a relationship. This is not a relationship. It may have presented itself in that way in 3D, but it's not a relationship. It is a reunion of the soul. And when you're looking at it that way, when you really start to resonate with what this journey is about, you know that there is nothing you can do to apply, to do, to strategize, any of those things to make it work. It doesn't work. In fact, you sabotage yourself, including trying to pinpoint and ruminate on when did I have soul recognition. There's a song that came out from Alicia Keys called That's When I Knew. You know, it's that mentality. That song from Alicia Keys is a beautiful song. I love that song. I love Alicia Keys. She is an amazing artist. But that song is what we're talking about in 3D when we're talking about relationships. And you may want to look into it or not look into it, but that kind of stuff, pinpointing when we fell in love or soul recognition on this journey, will do nothing but sabotage you. Why? Because you're focusing on the physical form of the twin flame. You know, when you try to handle all these things that's happening to you, and you don't know any different because nobody is prepared. Like I said last week, nobody is prepared for this journey. You don't know any different. But you're going to apply what you know and manage yourself and maneuver yourself how you know, as in relationship. And trust me, when you do that, it will backfire. It will completely backfire because, again, folks, this is not a relationship. It is a reunion of the soul. That means everything out there on how to get your ex back, all these other kind of things, it's not going to work. In fact, you're pushing them further away because your energy, your fear-based energy is pushing out and pushing onto them, pushing them away, and keeping them away as long as you continue to focus on all those things. The thing about it is that in a conversation with my teacher once, Elle, the soul recognition, it is a thing that has to happen, and that's how you found yourself on this journey. It has to happen. Otherwise, you wouldn't be looking. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be on the floor if soul recognition didn't happen. But the key thing is that it is not something you want to focus on. And having been coaching a lot of people and knowing when they want to believe when that happened, they're just sabotaging themselves. They're not keeping their energy in and keeping their focus off of the twin flame, and they're pushing them further away. When soul recognition happens, actually, it's not when everybody thinks it is. It is not. And that's all I'll have to say about that because it is completely irrelevant. It is your fear-based energy that wants to know exactly when that happened. And honestly, it's not when people think. It is not. So if you have that in your mind, you want to get rid of that. You want to get rid of that. It is not when people think it is. But it is not relevant as well. because it will have you focusing and feeding up your fear-based energy, just trying to figure that one thing out. And that's all your fear-based energy wants to do. Your fear-based energy doesn't care when soul recognition took place. It makes you want to care about it, to pinpoint it, so that you can feed it. That's all it wants to do. But it really doesn't care. It just wants to feed. Your soul knows exactly when soul recognition happened. And that's all that matters. You learn to trust your soul, and you will learn that none of the things that help you feed the fear-based energy and help you feel bad. It feels good at first, but it feels bad later because you're coming down from that feed. None of those things matter. Your soul knows what matters. Your soul knows exactly when soul recognition took place, and that's all you need to know. So if you're in that place where you're trying to figure all of that out, I urge you, forget about it. It's not relevant, and you don't need to. And the more you start to understand on how to trust your soul, the more you'll start to feel better very quick. Very quick, people. So how do you do it? You click on the link below. If you're tired, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, I remember when I was on this journey in the program, in the very beginning, right before I got into this program, one of the things that made me commit to it and to commit to myself was realizing I didn't have the tools to get through this. I could get through anything in my life. I could get through anything in my life, but this, I couldn't. And that was the first step of getting to understand and resonate how you manage and balance, couldn't get the word, balance your fear-based energy. So if you're there and you know you have no other way of doing this, because you really don't. You can go around, you can go see all those other programs, you can listen to other teachings, you can do all of that, but all you're doing is delaying that feeling better. Trust me, I've been there. Okay? So if you're there and you're ready to commit to yourself financially, emotionally, mentally, everything, you're ready to do all of that. Because really, folks, again, this journey is about you, and you're worth it. If you're ready to do that, click on that link. Okay, folks, have a wonderful Sunday. Much love, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, everybody.